What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Horns Forward podcast. 2 weeks away, well, less than 2 weeks away from the start of the UFL season now. And we have a very, very special guest that we are happy to announce. The one and only, the great, the fan favorite, Mr. John Parker Romo himself, who is down there in the corner. And yeah, man, we miss you down here. But I mean, you're making some big moves. Uh, Signing with the Minnesota Vikings, man. Tell us, what was that like? How did that feel? I mean, well, yeah, like what's how you? First of all, how you doing? How's the family?
Yeah, everything's great. I appreciate you guys having me out here. Obviously, like the San Antonio community means a lot to me, and definitely grateful to catch up with you guys. It's been a little bit for sure, and I'm sure you guys are looking forward to a good season this year. And I'm looking forward to making the trip down there for one of the games. I don't know which one yet, but I'll definitely let you guys know when I'm ready to make that move.
There you
Nice.
go. Well, we got to put the tacos ready for you. This time you can actually partake in the tacos that your
Yeah,
parents
right.
had.
Yeah.
So,
Instead of just my family, that'd be fun.
um,
What have you been up to since the end of the season last year?
Yeah, so right at the end of the season, I was on a trip in Phoenix at 6 a.m. I got a call from my agent saying a team wanted me. An hour later, another team wanted me. And so kind of went with the best decision from those two teams and obviously picked Detroit. Went through the whole offseason with Detroit, felt really good about everything, and unfortunately, it didn't work out. And just go into the season, had a couple workouts. Nothing came about from those either. And then obviously, I had to make the decision if I was going to play for this season or not. And obviously, it's paying off for me now. One of the things that I knew I was going to prepare for was the Gary's Honor free agent combine, which is like kickers, punters, snappers coming in front of NFL coaches and scouts, and just putting our talents to showcase in front of them, which is like, it's like a workout in front of coaches.
right.
And you're paying for it, obviously, but it's nice to have that kind of exposure. And so when I went out there, it happened to be in Phoenix too. So
Well, it worked out.
yeah. And I was able to go out there and perform really well in front of a lot of people. It happened on a Saturday, and then I flew back Sunday. Monday morning, I get a call saying the Vikings have an interview with me, and so we get on that for like an hour and 15 minutes, and it went pretty well. And then after that phone call, another team called and said we wanted to offer you a contract. And I was like, "Oh, I mean,
There we go. We in business.
that's better than an interview." So it was a little crazy from then. Like the rest of the day, just on my phone, like agent, team, like trying to figure out what's going to happen. And so after that first contract came in, the next team, ended up getting like 3 offers basically.
Nice.
It felt like Minnesota was the best opportunity for me for this upcoming year.
As heartbreaking
Okay.
as it is to hear.
I need this
Go.
one. I need this
Go
one.
ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Okay. So things didn't work out for you in Detroit. And now we hope and pray that things work out for you in Minnesota to a certain extent. We hope for you that it works out. But why Minnesota, man? Why not the world famous Green Bay Packers, baby?
So it's kind of funny. Like the Packers were at the combine, and we had some good conversations before then, and ultimately their need for a kicker wasn't as urgent as Minnesota.
Oh,
I mean,
what? Apparently they're not watching the same football we are, baby.
Now.
Oh Lord!
I would beg to differ.
I mean, I'm technically the only kicker on the roster right now for the Vikings. So
I mean, yeah, you definitely got the best shot there with the Vikings. But as far as the urgent need for the Packers needing a kicker, I think both of us are going to disagree there.
The guy
Anybody
that
who
is
watched
listed
Packers
as the
last year will
kicker.
disagree with that.
Yes, the guy that is listed as the kicker for the Packers is not a kicker. Okay, he's some guy who attempts to kick, but he can't kick, and he definitely can't kick like you.
Oh
Okay,
Lord.
so if we can make it happen, if the football gods are listening, Skull nothing, right? It's Skull Von Cut Wintergreen. That's all we care about. You need to be a Packer. That's all I'm gonna say.
You made your NFC North tour, so
Yeah, I
what's
mean,
one
I
more
only got
stop?
one more team to go, technically. So,
The best team.
um, yeah, everyone so. Full disclosure, I did buy your Detroit Lions jersey when it was on NFL Shop. I got a lot of heat for that, especially from the Packers
A
fans
lot of
here.
heat.
A
A lot.
lot of heat.
Yes. A lot of
Um,
heat.
Even
and so,
Packer fans, come on.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then everyone's been asking, they're like, "So you're gonna buy the Vikings jersey?" And I'm like, "Yo, I talked to him about this at Alamo Beer. I told him anyone but the Vikings." But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll turn around. So
wait till
no, but
September. Wait till September.
yeah. This time I'm gonna wait. But it's like I was telling you, man. Like I knew from the get go when we had that conversation. I was like, we're not. It's as much as it sucks to say, you don't belong here. You're not gonna be back. We know that, and I mean you were being humble about it, but I knew that you and your leg belonged in the NFL, and I'm we're just so proud to for one that you spent time here with
Divert your
us,
camera,
but
Jackie.
secondly that you are going off and achieving your dreams and getting out there and being signed to a team. Not just let's get you a tryout or an interview, but that you're actually on a team as of right now. I know you still got to go through training camp and all that stuff, but I mean, hey, when you get called, how many people can say they got called by an NFL team saying, "Hey, we want you. Here's the contract." So that's
Yup.
we're proud of you. We're really proud of you, regardless of the
Yep.
team that you're on. Like we're proud of you.
I appreciate it. No, I definitely wouldn't have these opportunities if it wasn't for the XFL in San Antonio last year. So,
I'm cool with you playing for the Vikings just as long as you don't kick a game-winning field goal against the Cowboys.
Well, I don't think he's gonna need to with the Cowboys, man.
Probably not.
Well,
um,
hang on. Let's be honest. Okay. With Cousins leaving Minnesota and the quarterback option they brought in, the game may come down to Mr. Romo having to win that game-winning field goal. I believe that would be a safe bet to go with. But let me ask you, if it comes down to it, yeah, how do you handle that kind of pressure, knowing that a game-winning field goal could be riding on your shoulders?
I mean, you just try and take every kick like it's just a kick. Like we're not necessarily trying to add pressure to any one kick versus the other. Like a kick early in the game is going to affect the score at the end of the game anyway. So try and keep every kick the same is the best kind of mentality to have.
Love it, love it. I think with that kind of disposition going into those situations, especially in the NFL, where I mean you're playing in front of 70,000 plus people, at least half of which are just booing and jeering and wanting to tear you apart. That mentality of taking it one kick at a time is going to serve you well, because let's be honest, some of these environments for NFL players can be pretty hostile if you're the away team. Um, Heck, some of them can be hostile if you're the home team. I mean, look at the Eagles, right? So, um, that calm demeanor, that calm disposition, that you're kind of known for, I think that's going to serve you very well. When you do make the roster in those dreaded Vikings purple and white, disgusting colors. We'll still be
There's
rooting for you,
there's a
though.
little bit of yellow. There's a little bit of
there's
yellow in there.
a little bit of there is a little bit of gold. You got to go in that. I mean,
I'll let you have that
but
one, but
So
You are sick.
I wanted to, you having gone through the full XFL season, full XFL experience, you were able to get the record there at Lumen Field in Seattle, obviously an NFL field. And it, if you could, if let's say Wade Phillips brought you in and said, "Hey, I need you to talk." I mean, I know you know Rex and Brad already, and they're back. But they said, "I need you to talk to the kicker and just let him know what to expect." Like, what advice would you give Mister? I guess at this point, it's destroying that is the kicker for the Brahmas. I mean,
Mr. De La
what would
Haye.
you tell them? Like, hey, this is what you can expect. One, from San Antonio, and two, just being a kicker in this league.
Yeah, so obviously, like you said, I'm pretty close with Brad specifically and Rex too. I've kept up with Brad, talk every week. So I've gotten to talk with Destroying or Donald De La Haye,
Nice.
whatever. I don't know what you guys are gonna end up calling him, but he's,
We haven't figured it out yet.
he's a good dude for sure. And I mean, if you look at his track record when he was at UCF, he sat behind Matt Wright. And he's an NFL kicker. He's obviously bounced around to a lot of teams, but he's been very successful. So it's not like he was sitting behind some average Joe. And then he's obviously got a strong leg. Like in the videos I've seen, he gets good elevation on his field goals. And the plus side of him too, having the big social media presence, is he already has to block out the haters, coming in and trying to get into his head. So as long as he can come through on game day, then that's going to be the biggest thing for him.
Yeah, I mean, here's a good question. Like, I know that so with the kickoff rules, with the new league, they're going with the USFL style, which was more in line with what the NFL did, and the XFL style that you had to kick last year. From your perspective as a pro, which one of the two styles did you prefer? Especially now that the NFL's, like, I think they're looking at voting on adopting the XFL style rule. So, I mean, if you had to pick one or the other, is there a preference for you?
I think just from training and all my years leading up to the XFL, I've only done like the deep ball for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, technically that would help the old NFL style, but with the new NFL style, having the XFL experience now, like, it kind of gives me an advantage to potentially see what this new rule is going to be for the NFL, because I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same, but
Right.
something very similar for sure.
Yeah, I know they said that they would tweak it a little bit, and I know one of the things that NFL coaches were praising is that a lot of the players that were coming in from both the USFL and the XFL pipeline into training camp, they noticed a stark difference between people who just came, from just, either as a draft pick or as a free agent somewhere. They said that these XFL players, uh, they're coming in game shape, game ready. Like, did you notice a difference when you were in training camp? Like, you know what? I feel ready for this because I've been doing this since January at like game speed. Like, did you feel like there was a difference there? In training camp.
As a specialist, not so much. Maybe other position players could speak more on that behalf. And obviously it'll depend on who it was and how much they were banged up during the season.
Right.
But I mean, it's definitely nice to have all the full operation reps that I was able to have throughout the season and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm heading up to Minnesota in a couple of weeks to start going with the operation up there. So not too much different, but probably very similar.
Yeah.
Well, when you go up there in a couple weeks, like how much are you going to be actually practicing kicking versus just kind of meeting everybody?
Well, I've met most people when I just went up there for the quick trip, but like the whole team is, well, not necessarily the whole team because it's optional, but majority of the people will go because I mean they factor definitely a little bit of that into making the team, and I'll be kicking with the operation at least 2 times a week and going through workouts 4 times a week. So.
Well, and we
Well,
have a little heads up here from a Vikings fan saying that sadly Minnesota fans are very harsh on kickers due to the team's history at the position. So I guess
mhm.
just a head. That's from a Vikings fan,
That's about to
So
change, though. That's about to change. We've already seen what
you're
he
going to
could
change
do.
that. Yeah, you're going to change that. But just know that regardless of whatever they may say, like you said, block out the haters and know that you got people cheering for you down here in San Antonio, no matter what team you're in. Just like we did last year. I mean, shit, I had you on my fantasy football team, even when you were with the Bears, my guy. So, like,
Yep.
it was like I was cheering for you all the way.
TJ.
But just for you. Just for you.
Just for you. Yeah. I literally sat there with my sign. I think I even text your mom. I was like, look at our guy. Look at out there. So I was sending her videos of my TV screen just so she could see it. So we were definitely rooting for you.
Yeah, no, I
Yep.
appreciate y'all taking in my family so well. So we've definitely been very appreciative and fortunate to have you guys.
Of course, and you and your family are always welcome down here, and I know we're coming up here on 20 minutes, so we want to make sure you have family time. As everyone knows,
Yes.
girl dad right here, brand new girl dad, so
Let's
enjoying that
go,
dad
baby.
life, I'm sure. And any final questions from the chat, from any of y'all? Anything y'all want to let them before we let them go?
Well, I mean, girl dad, how has that been? How old is she now?
She
And
just
what's it
turned
been like?
What was the last part?
I said, just what's it been like?
It's been really good. I have my parents up here, and Lauren's parents are close by. So, if I'm away working on my craft somewhere, then I have people able to help step in and help, and that's been really nice. And um, nothing's better than coming home and your girl looks at you smiling, and it's 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 different and it's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's the
Well,
best feeling ever.
my daughter's 20, so I usually get the eye roll when I come in. So
Yeah.
What's
So
the age that it starts flipping?
yeah,
that's kind of around where I'm at. So
yeah.
I'm a girl dad
Usually
times
13 to
3.
14.
Yeah. I'm a girl dad times 3. I've got a 13-year-old, a soon to be 12-year-old, and a 7-year-old. And the 13-year-old is still okay. She's a normal human. The 12-year-old is getting a little bit spicy. So expect it around 12, 13 or so for you to start experiencing some of that pushback and everything. But when they get about 22, 23, they'll come back around. So you're going to have about a 10-year rough period. And then they'll come back around and they'll be the same little girls that you knew, just all grown up.
Is that how y'all talk about us when we're like?
No,
Yeah,
absolutely
we
not.
have someone's daughter here.
Absolutely not. We love girls.
My Lanza. I mean,
It's
DJ's
an
a new
incredible
girl,
experience. I'm
a
telling
new
you, man.
dad, a new girl dad.
Yeah.
So he's experienced all the
Yeah.
new stuff also.
Who, me?
A bunch of
Yeah,
a bunch of little baby Brahmasitas out there.
I mean, yeah, I'm feeling the same thing he feeling. So, yep. I mean, I just came on here. I just was coaching a team, so I just got finished practice. But I'm sure Jorge talked a lot, so he that's the big fan right there. He's number one fan. All the jerseys that you ever wear, he probably have them. So,
Yep.
He probably
we
is.
we we
we've
we
already
love you though.
disclosed
We love
that.
you. We glad you was in San Antonio.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, definitely grateful and fortunate to have you guys.
Yeah, well, we'll
It's
let you get back to your family, Parker. I want to say
yes, man.
thank you so much for spending time with us. And like I said, we
Absolutely.
miss you in San Antonio, but we know
Yes.
that you're going to be doing great things in the NFL. The Vikings landed a winner. And coming from a Packer, mouth. That's hard to say, but they really did. And best of luck, man. Just go crush it.
Oh,
And
one more thing. My son. He's seen you Easter. I think we was doing pictures on the field, and I think your family was there. And you took time out, which I really really respect that. You took time out to take pictures with my son, and my son watches the Brahmas games on repeat, all the old ones. And every time he sees 23, he like, oh, I see him. So just letting you know, you leaving an impact on everybody, man.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
You know, I do my best. I work at a summer camp my whole life, so I know what it means to look up to somebody, and obviously having a kid now, it's definitely impactful.
yeah,
Yep.
no, for sure, man. And again, thank you so much for taking the time and I'll say it once in public. Skull.
Oh no.
Oh, clip that.
I don't know what the hand sign is, but there you go. Skull.
Man,
I mean,
we
I
really
gotta have
appreciate you
horns,
joining, man.
right?
Horns forward. That's what matters right now.
Horns forward,
Let's
man.
go.
Say hi to the family for us, and we'll see you down here with a plate of tacos and some beer for you.
Sounds
Yep.
good. I'll let you know when I know my plans. Thanks for having me.
Orale. All right, man. Take care.
All
Have
right.
a good one.
Take care, brother.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Now the kids.
So,
Now we can talk.
that
Oh,
was.
look, you already got James saying my word. Trust me, I'm literally going to play this back. I'm going to record. I'm just going to, that little clip. Little clip. I got it.
Oh, it's gonna get
Somebody was super excited. I'm like, God, why y'all ain't let me in, man? I ain't had no camera
Just
on.
a
I was
lot,
driving. It
bro.
would be black
You
anyway.
You weren't on video.
I know. I was in the car, so
It's
the
that
camera, the
Android,
video
man. That's what
was
that
black
is.
anyway. So
It's that Android, man. That's what you get for
Ruining
switching.
me with
I
green
said I was
boxes.
in the
Man, don't
car.
even start that nonsense. Don't even start that
Ruining it.
nonsense. I'm on Android in
Oh.
my truck right now. See me just fine. Okay. Wow.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I know we got
Oh,
some more things to talk about, like
Well,
that list that came out and some of our guys that unfortunately got cut. Who want to talk about all that?
hold on. First,
let's talk about it.
I want to talk about this right here. SAJ showing us the infamous Easter Bunny costume.
wrong
It
comment.
ain't
Where is it? Right
happening,
here.
bro. It ain't happening. Jeremy, your joke is it's not working, bro. Let it go. Let it go. Let it
No,
go.
no,
He doesn't
y'all ain't
know.
let.
Nope.
He doesn't know.
Nope.
He's gonna be wearing that pink bunny suit, just like your Christmas story.
Ain't
And
ain't
he gonna
nobody
love
wearing
it.
no nothing. Ain't nobody wearing no nothing. Okay.
If I could cheer
Hi, mom.
for our boy,
Hi, mom.
if I could cheer for our boy and say his chant, whatever that the Vikings say, you
Look.
could wear the bunny. You could do a bunny
That's
suit for the
because you
kid.
got nothing.
Hey,
You're
Miss
the
Rue.
number one
Hashtag
fan
for the
and the president of the club.
kids.
Of course, you're gonna say that. Okay.
The president and
The number one fan, the treasurer, right? The
fanboyed out,
merchandiser,
man. He
Treasurer,
fanboyed out.
secretary, you know.
fanboy.
I just sat
Yes,
back and
look,
watched
all
the
right,
magic happen.
look, everybody, look.
Look,
I'm gonna be
look,
honest.
look.
Look, I'm gonna turn around. Look, yes, I do
Yup.
have.
We
Look,
already knew that.
Yeah, there you
Everybody
there
knew
go.
is
that.
way more.
We already
There's
knew
way
that.
more. There's way
I would be
more than just
surprised
a
if you didn't have
jersey.
that on.
There's
I
like
knew
there's
y'all
like
were gonna be.
35 more of those jerseys in his
He
closet.
Y'all are gonna
probably
love.
got his faces on his custom underwear.
Man, I knew today was gonna be a roast. I knew it. I knew
his
it. Ever
his
since I bought
Romo
that
Danuntanuns.
Lions jersey, like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah, yeah,
god.
yeah.
The Romo Danuntanuns. That's what he got. Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. They're not saying skull. They're saying foals. That's what they're saying. Because the real
Uh,
ones, no. Jeremy, thank you, Jeremy, for having my back.
uh, uh.
All right.
They
Enough of
saying
all this
fold.
NFL talk.
Hold on, you said we was
Anyways,
gonna
Let's
talk
get
about what, Jackie?
get into the
about the
cuts.
the
Well,
cuts.
Okay.
yeah, we were going to talk about the cuts, but then we started talking about Jorge's custom chones, and it all went south from there.
Do you got the
Now,
spicy leg by the genitals part?
God. Oh God.
TJ.
Oh my
Well,
I
God.
told,
you know
I
what?
told, I,
This show was a
TJ.
good
I
one.
told you I was gonna get you,
Everybody
man.
for watching
I
us,
just
you
ain't,
know.
I just ain't do it while he was on here.
I
But
apologize for the
you
children.
lucky,
We
lucky I ain't do it while he was on here.
We're
We just got
sorry,
canceled.
sorry for the younger folks
Yep.
that are on there, but
Cancel.
Ain't no
Anyways,
younger folks on here.
let's
Hashtag.
talk about who we're gonna be missing now from our
oh,
beloved Brahmas that
got a
we
bunch of.
wish would have made the team because everyone here is roasting me. I'll
Yep.
Yeah,
start
pull up
off
that list. You
by
got it?
saying
You got that
I
list?
don't have it pulled up, but I can go
I got
find
it
it.
pulled
But
up.
all right, well, share your
Oh, but you
screen
can't.
because
Can you share?
I can't share.
We got to share
He's
this
just.
comment. Stop.
Horns Forward After
Oh,
Dark when DJ
Hey,
You
is on.
have-
Rob, I mess with that, Rob.
you have no
Hey,
idea
I
the amount
I
that
I
has
keep
gone on
it,
behind
I keep it
scenes.
funky. You know what I'm saying?
You certainly do
Funky
keep it
like them
funky, sir.
Romo Donuts.
No,
Fun,
Yep.
look,
man.
not physically like Jorge underwear.
Jesus, man. I mean, good Lord,
All right,
Come
you
all
on.
right.
guys
Who
are
got the
killing
list?
me.
Jackie,
You
can
should
you
have been
share it?
prepared all week for this already. The list. BD does, but he ain't got no access. Send it to one of us. Put it in the chat.
All right,
All right,
Yep.
hold
We
up.
could be
Hold up.
professional here.
I will pull up everything,
One of you
Professional,
guys
yeah.
do it.
and so I will say
Lord.
that right now
Jay, you rubbing
there
off,
are
Jay.
I know, dog. What's up?
Oh Lord.
there are two
BD,
players in
sir.
particular that we
Yes.
Sir.
are definitely going to be missing. Like I mean, I'm sure everyone's got their players, but I have the list pulled up. Y'all want me to share?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's
Hey
share.
DJ, Mama get mad at you.
Right
I
there.
love Miss Lou.
Wow.
She ain't mad at me.
All right. So we have obviously
DJ's in
Victor,
trouble.
Matt Amendola, Texans fans. I know you may feel a certain way about that. I'll let you guys be. But the one that I'm going to be missing right here, Mr. Drew
Yeah.
Beasley, that one hurt. That one hurt to
Yep.
see.
Oh, number 57. That one went
Boost
straight through the
juice.
heart.
Yep.
That one was also another hurt for one that, man, I hope he lands somewhere because whoever gets him is going to get a gem, not just of a player, but of a human.
Yes.
Awesome person. Definitely going to miss him. And Ryan Lewis is another one that we're definitely going to be missing.
Ryan Mueller was a good one too.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ryan Mueller right here.
So
Vernon Scott.
Vernon Scott, yep.
That one was a hard one to
Hey, Kay
stomach.
Warner, that's Kurt Warner's folks, right?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
that's his son, I believe.
Yeah.
Or nephew or something.
So
No, I
there's
think
a
it's his
couple
kid.
here. It's his son.
Okay.
But I know there's a couple names on this list that are recognizable, that were definitely fan favorites. I mean, like I said, Drew Beasley, Mike Brown, Ryan Lewis. They were guys who were on the team last year. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of players from last year. There's a connection to them now, that we're not going to be having. And I mean that pick six that Drew Beasley had. I remember him going back and saying, he's like, that's the first time I've had a pick six since I was like in middle school.
Is he the first one to don the sombrero?
No, that was Cam Kelly.
No.
He was the second one.
Okay.
He was the second
But he had
one.
it on though.
He did, and
He sure
made
did.
one of the best pictures for
They still
promotional
using it.
materials. I mean,
To this
it
day.
came out awesome. But yeah, I mean, like right here, like Rob said, Beasley was a shock because that dude was a terrorizer in the backfield. Any quarter, like you had to make sure he was covered, or he was going to just get your quarterback and cut him in half. Like he was a monster. So what you know, and we've talked about this, you know, us internally here. But if someone like Drew Beasley's getting cut, what does that say about our defense? Because if there's someone better than Drew
That is
Beasley who's going to
true.
be
That is
playing
true.
that spot, like how crazy good is our defense going to be this year? Because that is
Yep.
incredible. Like if he's not
Absolutely.
making the team, like we have to have some solid talent there. Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, if he didn't make it, it's because somebody beat him out.
Yep.
So
So let's talk about that. And DJ, get your sunglasses ready. Okay.
Oh shoot. Oh
Um,
shoot.
I can't find them, man.
Here, you can borrow mine.
I'll find them later.
You can borrow mine. There's been a lot of controversy around the Amendola De La Haye fight for the kicker position. You guys know my thoughts. You know, I've let it be known that my biggest concern is being that he didn't have a whole lot of game experience under pressure at the position. How was he going to be able to handle that? If anybody's been following his story and watching his most recent video, thanks to DJ for pointing it out, there is absolutely
Let me
no
find them
reason.
shades real quick.
Find them shades real quick. Okay?
Oh Lord.
There should be no doubt in your mind.
Hold up.
Why
What
De La
Romo
Haye-
say about destroying? My fault, Jay. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I ain't hear what he said. He said something about
He's
destroying, but I
talking
ain't catch that part.
He's talked to him already. He, because he's close with Brad Wing, and obviously with Rex and Ahara as well. But he said that because I asked him, I was like, what advice would you give destroying, if Wade Phillips called you up and said, hey, come talk to the team, as someone who's gone through the process. And he's like, no, we had a chance to talk. And he actually has an advantage already because having that big of a social media following, you already learned to block out all the noise and the haters because I can speak from experience. There is a lot of haters on social media the bigger the following you get. And so if he's already able to block that out mentally, like that's half the battle right there. And regardless of what happens, like as long as the talent and the accuracy is there, the noise, the pressure, like he's already got a leg up on people, no pun intended, because he's already got a following where he's learned to block out so much of the hateful comments that he probably gets on his videos.
yeah.
Right.
But
So-
like I think Jason does bring up he doesn't have the game experience. I mean there's no there's no debating that. He's got the leg, he's got the distance. We don't know how he's gonna kick in game.
Right.
I think I posted this kind of in our chat. All Spurs fans know from the Tim Duncan years, he would hit every free throw in practice, but come game time, he was like 65, 70%. So, is it a mental thing? Maybe, we'll have to wait and see. I think we're all rooting for the guy, but we want to wait and see in an actual game, him actually kick.
We are still definitely waiting on some game footage to see how he's going to do under pressure. However, and again, DJ Shade's moment. I took the time to watch the entire video, and it was painfully apparent why he won out over Amendola. Yes, Amendola has been an NFL kicker, but look at his percentages. He's at best been around 65%, right?
Yeah.
De La Haye at this last combine, I'm sorry, at the last practice, De La Haye went 6 for 6. Well, they didn't even get to kick in the scrimmage.
Yeah, he didn't get to kick in the scrimmage.
Right. But Amendola went 3 for 6, I think, maybe 4 for 6, and he shanked 2 perfectly good ones. Now, De La Haye.
Oh, I have no doubt that destroying beat out Amendola. Like that's
Oh yeah.
I people are commenting saying, oh well, he only got picked left on the team because of his social media. That's absolutely ridiculous.
No, and that's also selling our coaching staff short by thinking that our coaching staff would go with that, right?
BD just jumping in. That's why.
DJ,
you gotta put your finger up, BD.
So. People probably watching this, and it sounds so good. It sounds so smooth the way Jay talking. He's trying, finesse it a little bit. But if y'all seen them group chats, man, he was giving me so much hell.
Ooh, yep.
he was wasn't. Don't
Just a little
lie. He was
bit.
giving me
Let's bring
so
him
much
up.
Just a little
hell.
bit.
Let's bring him up. What did I say?
No, you said
accused
what you
me,
said, but
sir.
you said
You
way
accused
more than
me of
what you
saying
said on here.
everything,
Where my popcorn at?
but what I actually said, which was what I simply said. We haven't seen the game footage. That's what I said, sir. Bring
In
it
my
up.
line,
Bring
was
up
he
that
giving me
chat.
hell or not?
Bring up the chat.
No, that's all he said.
Jackie,
All I
no,
said is
Brian,
I
no,
want
Hey
to see
man,
it in
no,
the game.
Brian.
don't put me
That's
in the middle.
your buddy. So Jackie, was he giving me hell?
A
Jackie, was he
tiny
giving me hell?
bit. There was some, just a little bit, but I see from both sides. Like he was just like, how can I make an informed decision if he hasn't seen everything? So there was
So
pushback.
what y'all didn't know was Jackie was trying to throw out the debate, and I was like, I don't want to debate because let's
debate,
wait to see
debate.
what this season, how the season play
Right.
out.
You
Then we could
wanted to
debate at the
debate
end.
after
But it might not
you
even
could
be a debate
potentially
at the end
prove
because
yourself right.
it's
You want
gonna
a hindsight debate.
prove everybody
Hindsight
wrong.
debate's not a debate. Come on now.
It's already
No,
Yep.
happening. I
and
ain't
the
even
thing
gotta
is,
do nothing.
but you will debate for the Arlington Renegades. My goodness.
Yep.
I
Not
mean, we already saw how but that's why I said this really not a it's really not a good debate right now because I can't and like I said, I get what Jay's saying. I get it. But I just can't debate on something that hasn't even happened yet. Like I can't speak for him if he haven't even kicked a ball in the UFL yet. So
Well, but
after the
according to your
season, I could be like,
fandom, though, we
okay,
could.
huh?
According to your fandom, though, we could. You've already said you told us in the
No,
group chats yourself,
the
right?
debate was how he going to play out under pressure and kicking with a line and all that stuff. That was the
Put
debate,
James
but
comment.
he
Put
haven't even
James
done it
comment
yet.
up. Put James comment up. Thank you.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
He didn't even
he
he didn't
ain't
even
being
know who
found on
Ice Spice
social media.
was.
He did. Oh my goodness! I saw that.
I don't
I'm
even
about to
know
cry.
That's it so.
I don't even know
That
who
stuff was
Ice
so
Spice
He ain't
funny.
was.
know what nothing was. Ice Spice and
You
something
said,
else they
Bro,
asked him. He ain't know
I
nothing.
wouldn't
What's an
Anthony
ice
begged.
spice? Is that
I would have been like name one of them Spice Girls songs. I thought she
well,
was.
they
I
did.
legit thought they were talking about a Spice Girl when they
Rose
did
DJ,
mm,
that.
what?
Yeah, I don't know no Ice Spice,
isn't?
man.
Well, hang on.
No,
Isn't
she
Ice
said we need to
Spice one of
roast
those
DJ.
Axe?
Roast me for what? What I do?
Isn't Ice Spice
Hey,
one of those Axe
don't be
body
getting all
spray
hot with my
scents?
mama.
Probably.
I think so.
No, that's Old Spice. Ice Spice is a rapper
That's
slash
Old Spice.
Oh, well, I
slash
mean, I
I
like
A
Old
guess
new one.
Spice.
model. I don't know whatever you want to call her.
No, honestly, I thought that was one of the Spice Girls. Like that's like
Oh my
I don't. I
gosh.
mean that it's not my. I don't listen to obviously what the kids listen to nowadays.
What
But
the
I
kid?
legit thought that I was a Spice Girl. But it is what it is. But yeah, no, like James said, he ain't thinking about no social media following. He wants the best players on his team,
Yep.
and they clearly saw something in him. And this I mean, it just goes to speak volumes on the potential talent that is there in Destroying's leg because he beat out an NFL starting kicker without given an opportunity to even kick in a live scrimmage. So that goes to show how much that someone who definitely has much more of a football acumen than all of us combined here, being Wade Phillips, and anybody in the comment section, this man knows his football, and to be able to say, I want that guy right there. I don't care that he didn't kick in the
Mm-hmm.
scrimmage. That's the guy. That just goes to show that there is some real talent there that, maybe we didn't get to see live game footage, but there's something that someone with a high football IQ saw that us fans haven't seen yet. And I think he's going to put on a clinic this year.
But if you've been following him, well, not I mean I can't really say you, but if people that's follow him up until now, his journey and all that stuff, you can tell like his dedication, his work ethic, the time that he put
Mm-hmm.
in, like all his videos, he always like even when you watch his episodes now, like we've been know that, like we've been knew this about him, like he out there early, getting the kicks in before anybody else is out there. He the
Yep.
last one to
He's
leave.
the
Like that's
first
the type
one.
of stuff that stands out to coaches because that's what they want on their team. Like they want the person that's going to go the extra mile and stuff like that. But he's been doing that,
That's
so I've been knew
that's
that.
that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
I
throw
haven't
us.
seen. Yes, I haven't seen him kick like game pressure, game on the line, field goals. But I know that he ain't gonna give up, and he's gonna put his time in, and he's gonna give us all that we can have, like handle whatever from his side of things. Like I mean, he's gonna put his all in. So that's
Okay.
the type of thing that I look for and I like. So I
Yeah,
mean,
and
I
I
follow
don't
him on
disagree
social
with that.
media, but I didn't like him because of social media. I also liked him because I didn't like him only because of social media. I also liked him because of his work ethic, and like he's always been striving for greatness. Like if you go back to his videos, like he'll do like kicking practice or kicking little drills and stuff. And if he don't kick the ball directly down the middle of the goal post, he will drop and do 10 push-ups each one. Not that he miss it. I'm talking about like directly down the middle. So if it go off to the right and they go in, go off to the left and they go in, he doing push-ups. He want it directly in the middle. So that's good. I mean, I just see all
That's
that stuff and it just adds up for me.
I'm gonna throw out a soccer reference here, but that's the kind of work ethic that makes a great player like Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal. He is known for his work ethic, which is why he's almost pushing 40, and he is still a world class player. I mean, he was just in the last World Cup last year as the captain of Portugal at 37, 38 years old, which for a footballer is ancient. I mean, that's unheard of. But because he puts in that extra work, he puts in so much work, and he is that dedicated to his craft, and he's so well known for that. Like that's how legends are made. And for all we know, like this could be the very first step in of the career of a potential NFL Hall of Famer. We don't know that. This could be the next Kurt Warner story for the NFL. We don't know that. It's still too early to tell, but it's a possibility. I mean, like Parker Romo said, he would not have gotten these opportunities that he's getting now, signing with the Minnesota Vikings, getting calls from teams and stuff, had it not been for leagues
XFL,
like the
yeah.
XFL or in this case
Yep.
now the UFL. So that's opportunities right there that people didn't have before, and now he's getting that opportunity to make up for what the NCAA, I'm going to say it, stole from him unfairly.
And now you got NIL and you got NCAA
Yeah,
players getting paid,
now
which is
you
crazy,
got
man.
bench warmers like Peyton Manning's nephew making millions of dollars, riding
Man,
the pine at
talk,
Texas.
talk, talk.
Yeah, like he's making millions riding the pine at Texas, but because he's Peyton Manning's nephew, and then you got Donald DeLahaye, who was like either you pick YouTube or you out, and he's like, Mom, YouTube it is, but he
That should
never gave
also
up.
say something too, man. Like like they trying to ruin him, and he chose what did he want to do. He followed his dreams, and that's what he wanted to do. That was his dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
And he
like
still
and
like
is. He
he
still is
now he's
truly
following
taking it.
it.
Now he's taking it. And this is another dream. He's taking it serious this time. First, he was like we talked about with the CFL. Like he tried. He didn't make it, and I think it had a lot to do with the American players on the roster and stuff like that. They already had their kicker, which is cool. But now he's back at it. He's trying to get another shot. Actually, did y'all know that he was supposed to be in the XFL last year too?
no, I didn't.
I
I
know
know
Yeah,
that
that
now.
they
Well,
had
I mean,
like
I
talked
saw him
yeah,
at the
about it.
games.
yeah.
I know
He
he
was
was doing a
supposed
lot of
to
sideline
be in
stuff.
the XFL last year. Even in the video, you said it.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. I know that he was there, and like they were like, let's talk kind of thing, but I didn't know that there was an actual like beforehand, like no, look, let's put you through the
Yep.
process and get you on a roster kind of thing. I thought
Yeah.
it was
Yep.
more of like a hey, let's
He said
talk
it.
talk about next season.
He said it on episode 1
Well,
of his little
I haven't
series.
really watched I haven't watched his whole series yet. I mean, I'll be honest, I've only watched
Get
like
to know your
in
Brahmas.
in my
Let me let
personal
me let me
opinion.
let me do a Donald DeLahaye episode. Get to know your Brahmas.
Please.
Yeah, no,
Please.
You
Please
absolutely,
won't.
do.
because I honestly
You
I
You
don't
won't.
won't.
I don't know him. Like
You
I did
better
not
don't.
know him until he was, in the talent pool for the XFL, and everyone was like destroying this and destroying that, and I'm like, who the hell is this destroying guy? Like, and then I looked him up. I'm like, oh, okay, so he's a At first, I thought it was like, oh, it's just like if Jake Paul were to come out and try for being playing football, and I was like, great.
He punts too. He punt with Marquette King.
Yeah, so like, at first that's what I thought is like this is just like someone who's just trying to be like Jake Paul with boxing or wrestling or whatever he does. But no, he's legit. He's serious. Like, I mean, he's like, as soon as I got to learn about him more and hear about his story, and thankfully we signed him. He's with us. That's awesome, and there's a lot of benefits that come with that. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of Brahma fans who are just here because of destroying, which I get. A lot of people were clowning, saying the Brahmas only got their social media following because of destroying and this, and that, and it's like, okay, cool, but we still got it.
The blip that we've seen in our social medias, part of that may be because of him, but really I think it's just because this is year 2.
I don't think it's because
we've solidified that we're going to have a team. We got Wade Phillips.
We got a good social media team. That's what it's because.
Shout out to Noakes.
Right. It's not because of De La Haye. Okay.
Yeah, and
I can guarantee you that.
And that's one of the cool things too, is that if you follow the UFL Brahmas on social media, on any platform, it's not just the Destroying and Friends show. No, it is.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
The team. It is. Let's show today.
They're showing everybody.
They had a spotlight on the O-line, and I'm like, yes, give me the big men in the trenches. They're showing Dormandy. Yep. They're showing Tom Flacco. They're showing everybody. Like, they're showing everybody.
Wade Brigade.
Exactly. There you go. That's what I was saying earlier. If there is someone out there who can say with more football acumen than all of us in this right now, all 50 people watching this, the 5 of us talking about it combined, says he is the kicker that I want. I don't care that he didn't kick in the scrimmage. He's the kicker that I want because I see the talent. I trust his judgment better than any of ours.
Hey, and to be honest, like, we should trust his judgment with pretty much everything. I mean, he's got I keep saying this, and I was talking to my family too. I'm like, because they Defenders fans, but I'm like, you got to think about it. Wade Phillips probably combined got the most experience out of all the coaching staff.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah,
we've talked about that before for sure.
And this message here is for the former Roughnecks fans from last year. Yes, I understand that he wasn't our coach; he was y'all's coach last year. But this is a new year. This is a new season. I understand that last year we had our feelings about Wade Phillips, and we were all behind Hines Ward. But that ain't the case anymore, all right? Now we're behind Wade Phillips, and we're cheering him on, and opinions change. That's just how it is,
And
so
Wade
before any Roughnecks fan saying,
"Hey, Wade, we trust."
Look at all these Brahma fans starting to jump on the Wade train. Like, I don't care. Like,
really, the only thing we really said about Wade is he's old, and I mean he still is, but
hey. What if he see y'all and remember y'all?
I'm gonna
Brian
die.
and Jay. What if he see y'all and remember y'all?
He's like, I don't like you. I don't like you. You're cool. And you give me that sombrero. I'm wearing it during the game. Okay, all right. Here you go, coach.
Oh, no, 100%. Wade is going to get out on the field. He's going to see, BD and I, and he's going to remember us, and it's going to be just like that scene from, what is it, Waiting or whatever, where the guy just tells everybody off.
Baked. He's going to be on the other side of the field from us, so he won't get a chance to see us.
So y'all two are hiding, is what you're saying.
For people that don't know, they sit behind the opponent's bench, and they was giving Wade hell all the games that he was there.
And that's the best part. Jay ends up interviewing him.
Oh, Jay did interview. Oh my God, that's funny. I ain't think about that till just now when he said that. When I'm like, bro, he did. He literally sat next to his man. He don't remember. Yeah, he too old.
And he sang his praises.
And I 100% was not going to squeal on myself.
No.
He was singing his praises. Like, oh man, like I was just there recording. Like, is this happening for real?
It's 100%
That's
happening
funny.
for real. Because
So,
that's what
you
you
know,
do for fandom. You defend your
Yep.
team, you roast the
Exactly.
opponents.
Absolutely.
And when the opponent becomes the home team, you defend the new home team. Plain and simple.
Security ready this year.
Hey, we made
Yeah,
friends with
no.
security last year, all right, so we good.
Hey,
Yeah, they're
just
on
buy
a
them-
Well,
name
just buy
basis.
Buy security popcorn or a pretzel. They'll be good.
That's right.
That's if Blue is still with us.
That's right. Hey. That's our boy Blue right there, all right?
Yeah.
Oh,
God rest his soul, just in case.
I hope he's in the same spot.
No, this ain't
Oh,
Blue from old school. You ain't gotta say that.
Well, I mean, Blue is pretty old, man. So-
No, but I mean, look at this, man. Like, we are at this point 13 days away from kickoff because
That's so
yesterday
close.
was exactly 2 weeks. It is
Yep.
so close. I mean, the intensity, the passion, the excitement. It is just palpable. I felt it. Me and BD were at the Riverwalk Parade this weekend.
yeah.
and I
Talk
can't
about
tell
it.
you,
Talk about it.
but I can't tell you how many little kids were excited when they saw the Brahmas.
Oh,
They
yeah.
saw the logo. They saw the T-shirts. We were giving out shirts to kids for free with the Brahmas. So we're going to see a lot of little Brahmas with white T-shirts.
They saw the mascot.
wearing
There's
the
gonna be
logo.
a couple hundred kids with brand new Brahmas shirts running around.
They saw the mascot.
Exactly.
They saw the mascot.
And we don't have a mascot. That's a USFL thing. They got like a boat captain and like a kitty cat or whatever. But,
No. We got a mascot.
No,
How does
No,
the boat
we
go,
don't-
Jorge?
The what?
How does the boat go?
Please do it.
we don't have bath toys or fake cartoon characters for a mascot. We're a real team here.
We got real mascots.
We don't have mascot. This is the mascot right here behind me. This logo right here. This is the mascot.
He gonna be
right
out
here.
there. Go Brahmas, go!
Oh,
That's what he gonna be out
Lord.
there.
You did not just do that.
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
you know that's speaking of that. That's one thing that I will give a huge amount of credit for to this past week. The director of ticket sales, John, and the VP of marketing, Evan, they went on Fox here locally in San Antonio, and they said, we've listened to the fans, we've invested more in the community, and we're going to be leaning in more into the community. That means you're going to see a lot more of that San Antonio feel in the games, which I think was lacking last year. Last year was a very it was a football game, a professional football game, but there wasn't they were still trying to find their footing. And this year, I feel like between the marketing efforts and just everything that they've learned about the community now, being around for a year, being in the community for a year, there's definitely going to be a big lean into the Mexican,
Culture.
the Hispanic culture that makes San Antonio such a special place that and I want everyone out there to know, if you want to wear a sombrero and a zarape, wear your sombrero and zarape. If you want to wear a luchador mask, wear your luchador mask. If you want to wear a cape, wear a cape. You come out however you want, feel have fun with this. This is supposed to be about having fun, and you wear what you want to wear. Because I can tell you right now, last year I came out dressed as a mariachi the very first game, and I still remember when I ordered it, I got called a fool, I got called an idiot for buying it, and then I was like, nah, I want to bring the culture to the sport, and
my present from Miss Brittany.
it's there you go, Miss Brittany, there you go.
I'll talk about.
But it's go out there, be yourself, have fun with it, dress how you want to dress, as long as it complies by Alamo Dome security standards, of course. Just have a good time. That's what this is all about, is having a good time.
Don't forget my ladies too. I want to see more horns on the heads also, some bedazzled horns.
Yeah,
Y'all
get
girls
your
go get
bedazzled
them.
horns out. Guys and girls, it doesn't matter. Anybody, wear your horns.
Guys, wear your horns.
Brian, get your horns and bedazzle them, man.
Yep.
I got you. You want that bedazzle extra sparkle? I got you.
But yeah, no, like I really encourage everybody to just come out and it doesn't matter like if you're not Hispanic and you want to wear a sombrero, wear a sombrero. If
I
you're
am wearing one.
yeah, DJ's wearing one, that's
Hey.
all cool.
I'm
If
wearing one.
like there is no gatekeeping here. Everybody, we're all one community, all one family, and like you come how you feel comfortable, how you want to come, and you will be welcomed with open arms as long as you are wearing gray, black, and yellow. That's it. Now, if you're wearing powder blue, I cannot guarantee that you're going to be welcomed here, but you know what? You can still sit in a seat.
Nah.
He said no.
Nah.
Well, let's talk. I mean, we got about what 4 or 5 more minutes. Let's talk about tailgating. I mean, we're almost there. We've got plans for tailgating.
Yeah, you see that Mike G comment?
Nah, we ain't
What
putting
he
that
say?
up. I see that Mike G comment.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
Man,
but I will
ripping
say
me one here too.
I know. I will say this. We have started talking to a lot of the other Brahma groups out there. And one of the things we are going to try to have up and ready for our first tailgate is basically a lot map to show you where everyone's located. So the goal is to get everyone to be walking around, meeting and greeting, meet the people on the podcast, meet the people in the other groups that you're a part of that are part of the Brahma. Yeah, groups that are out there. We do plan on having a little map that way you can see, and we'll point you and direct you in the right area. But for us, we're gonna be busting out some tacos because it's an early morning game. So we got
Breakfast
tacos, we
tacos.
got
Breakfast
tacos,
for everybody.
mimosas.
So not from Taco Bell, right?
beer.
No,
No.
the ones that I make for
from
you
Taco
that you
Brahma.
loved last year.
No, you said breakfast tacos, not the regular chicken
We do-
tacos.
I can make breakfast tacos too, bro.
No,
on,
breakfast
man.
tacos is sausage, egg, and cheese, man.
No.
For you can.
I'm not eating no chicken, beans, and all that stuff in the morning, man.
Nobody's
I'm not
offering
calling
that.
you-
We're talking about
Oh my
chorizo, huevos.
Chorizo and bacon and
What,
eggs.
what is that?
Bacon,
Clearly,
eggs, papas.
someone still needs a little bit more San Antonio in him. So
I mean,
Hey.
that's okay. I'll give you
you're
a
not going to
pass.
show up to the tailgate
Tell-
anyways.
Tell me I'm not from San Antonio by saying
Without
You're not
telling
from
me you're
San
not from
Antonio.
San Antonio.
They're asking for chicken and bean tacos in the
Bro.
morning. Like, no, bro, come on now.
So what's a breakfast taco to y'all?
Egg and blank.
Chorizo and
fill
egg.
in the blank.
Yeah.
Papas,
Well, it's-
chorizo.
I said egg and
bacon.
sausage.
Blank and blank.
That's
We
what I'm
ain't
saying.
doing
Like
sausage.
those are the kinds. Those are the kinds that we're going to be serving. And this is going to be 100% free. So if you are at the tailgate,
Thank you, Ms. Ruth.
You come look for the Horns Forward flag, and I will be out there making
Weenie.
breakfast tacos like crazy. And if
That's
you
hell is
want
sausage,
weenie
bro.
and eggs,
Weenie and
Nah.
eggs.
we can
Nah.
do weenie and eggs. That's fine.
That's
If you want-
that's a Jorge specialty right there.
No, it's not what you're
I'm talking
thinking,
about,
bro.
like,
Clean it up.
It's he's
I don't
talking
know what
about
that
hot
you
dog.
can't people can't put that stuff out and I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
No, weenie
Hot
and
dog.
eggs is
It's a hot dog.
hot dog and eggs.
I'm not eating a hot dog for breakfast.
Don't
No,
eat
it's
You would
like-
with eggs?
No, I'm
Look,
not. No.
Back in,
Don't even look.
Look.
You ain't even gonna be there on time. What is that?
I am gonna be there on time.
Hey
So,
DJ,
look,
I
we
just
are-
want to point out that he said that first, and it's not me this season. It's just so you know. I don't want to hear.
So,
I'm
nothing
starting
about
I'm
me
starting
being
off the
one to call you
season
out.
right. I was at the Lone Star thing on time. I was at the fan event on time. I'm still catching hell.
And anyway,
We know who ain't gonna be at the tailgate. Him.
Who, Chris?
For the
Yeah.
for the very first game, because it is a morning game and it is Easter Sunday. Understandably, you go to the early church service. If you're hungry and you want free food, come to the Alamo Dome parking lot, Lot B. Look for the Horns Forward podcast flag, and we will give you free breakfast tacos. It'll be sausage and egg,
Yes.
chorizo and egg, bacon and egg, papas and egg. If you want cheese on there, salsa, everything, 100% free. I kid you not. Like, we will be making it fresh there for you on the spot. Just come
Mm-hmm.
out, hang out with us. We will have waters and stuff. If you don't want to partake in early morning drinking, I will be partaking in plenty of these at 8 in the morning because I don't care.
Oh,
And go ahead.
I do want to
So
mention, because a lot of people have not seen it either, but when our guys went on to the news, tailgating is different this season. And do not listen to, or do not go onto Alamo Dome and look at the rules there, because they're supposed to be updating. Tailgating does not start 4 hours before doors open anymore. It will be 2 hours. So you can go tailgating starting at 8 a.m. So please
Right.
don't show up at 6 a.m. because you will be waiting for 2 hours. So it's no longer 4 hours before, 2 hours now. So just remember that.
So I
2
would say
hours.
if you want to be there early, the earliest to show up for this first home game would probably be around 7 a.m. But given that there's
Mm-hmm.
Easter services and church services going on, you probably will be okay if you show up at 8 or a little bit later. But for the rest of the games, definitely I would show up early because as if it was like it was last year, there will be a line to get in. Now, as
Yep.
far as parking information that has not yet been released,
Not yet.
that they are hoping to release that soon. But do not get angry with the team because it is not on them. This is 100% the city of San Antonio holding it up. We love the city, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're still trying to work out the logistics with the Fiesta game and all this. We don't know, but don't get mad at the team for not releasing parking information because they have nothing to do with it. The parking is controlled by the Alamo Dome and the city of San Antonio, and it is right now we are waiting on them to release it to the team so that they can release it to us, the fans, the public. So please be patient with the team. Do not yell at your ticket rep saying, I want my
Yep.
parking now, because they are waiting just like we are.
yep.
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 But as soon as we find out, we'll always tell the
We
info
blast
on
it
the
out. We
page.
blast
Yeah,
it
we
out.
blast it out. So make sure you're following us. But
Yeah.
what
So-
else you guys got?
Go and follow Horns Forward Podcast. We're on Twitter or X, or whatever it's called. You went on
Twitter.
What you looking for me
Instagram.
for, man? I'm still here.
Instagram, Facebook.
I'm just moving around.
And then if you prefer to,
YouTube.
we're on YouTube. If you prefer to have your information provided to you in Spanish, we also do have a
Yes.
Spanish audio podcast that comes out on Wednesdays for our Spanish speaking friends. And they also, we will be doing that throughout the season. There is a website that will be in the works as well. We'll be able to post information so that we're not just relying on social media, and we'll be able to, do game recaps and all that good stuff there. And so there's a lot that we've got in the works right now. But for now, follow us on the major social media platforms. As far as for Mike G's comment, are they doing park and ride this year? That is also something that we do not know, because that is up to the city of San Antonio and VIA at that point. I don't know if they're going to be doing park and ride, only because I think they really just going to depend on the demand for tickets and how packed these games are. I guarantee you, if we start hitting the 30, 40,000 seats like the UTSA games, the rivalry games, then they absolutely are going to do park and ride,
Yep.
because otherwise it's a headache. But for now,
Mm-hmm.
I would assume probably not.
Yep.
Hey,
So-
Bueno.
Miss Vanessa, you missed me saying the S word that you guys say in Minnesota, so sorry about that.
Don't worry, girl. I'll make sure that video is posted for you.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So,
all right, guys.
yeah, folks, I was just going to say, yeah, make sure you're keeping an eye on all of our socials. The website coming up, right? Whether it's in Spanish or English, we're going to make sure that we're doing everything that we can in our power to keep you guys as informed as possible. As soon as we hear something, we'll be blasting it out and letting you guys know. Just keep your eyes peeled, and just thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all of you.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Remember, we are 13 days away from the home opener, so let's pack the dome as much as we can. I understand it's Easter Sunday, but let's make this a tradition. If you spend your
We don't
NFL
care.
games around Thanksgiving, around Christmas, let's make this a
It's a
tradition.
tradition. It's a Brahma
And
tradition.
let's make it let's make it football Easter on football Easter, whatever you want to call it. But if we can do Christmas, if we can do Thanksgiving, we can do Easter. So let's
Period.
go, baby. We'll see you
Let's
guys
go.
next week,
13 days.
same time here. Yeah, we are very, very close to making sure that we are back in the dome, back at home, and yeah, get your game
Yeah.
faces ready. So we'll end it like we always do, everybody. Once forward, everyone.
Let's go.
See y'all next week.
Adios.